I've been looking forward to this.
Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. So as you can see, I've got 3 of my accounts up on the screen, although JJ's kind of hidden. And yeah, we're going to do our supposed to be 6 monthly review. I'm a little bit late on this one, and there's a certain tune to blame for that. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the baby. For the simple reason, JJ, when I did the last 6 month review, I'm pretty certain I was toying with the idea of it coming back, but at the time it was dead and buried and I wanted it to remain that way. So yeah, like a zombie, JJ came back from the dead, and like a zombie, I'm trying to run away from it still. So, what has happened since JJ was last talked about? Well, the big one, we got General Skywalker, we got him to Relic 7. I'm happy. I think that is a very good achievement for this account. It's the one thing I set out to do when I started it. So yeah, we've got Sky Guy up to Relic 7. We've also got 5's Echo and Art to 7, and Rex is at 5. If I had more relic materials, I would take him a bit higher, I'll be honest. Let's just go here a second. Yeah, I'm missing these Electrium conductors. So what I've been doing in the meantime, I have been farming Phoenix. It's an excuse not to farm relic materials for a bit. It's also a case of getting my Thrawn up, because Thrawn is not unlocked yet. So that is a current priority in my journey guide little tab here. Yeah, Ezra's puny down there as well. So we've got a few little projects going on here. The main thing I've been doing the last couple of months, though, that I've been really enjoying is Bad Batch. Now, today I managed to get Omega to 7 stars, and that completes the set. We've got more at 7 stars. They're all at gear 11. So, yeah, we have now got 7-star, minimum gear 11 Bad Batch. So, I'm having a bit of fun with them. If you watch my GA videos, which I have just said in the previous video, we'll be changing the format a little bit moving forward. Yeah, Bad Batch have been my favourite little plaything on all 3 accounts. I think if you're talking about teams that are just fun to play, these, in my opinion, are number 1. Maybe Imperial Troopers number 2. Just for the fact that if they can beat a team, they beat them hard. You know, it's so easy. With Echo here, I've managed to get into a pretty reasonable speed, 325. He'll gain 20 from his gear plus, his plus pieces, hopefully. I'm saying that, maybe he won't gain that, he'll only gain the 8 or 10. I don't know my gear maths well enough, but either way, he will gain some speed. So yeah, I'm looking and thinking, that's a nice place to have him right now. Hopefully as my speed mods get better, I can actually increase his speed further. My main priority is, though, I want to get Tech up next. Tech, I believe, is important just for the fact that he follows up Echo with Brilliant Idea, so that you can get some stuns out on the board. So I feel it's important to get him up next, try and increase his potency. Currently it's 92.4. I'm hoping with some extra gear, he will get some extra potency, especially at gear 12 to 13. So Tech is the next priority, then I'll move on to Rekka. I won't get Rekka up there just because I think there's a tank in the team. It's important that he's well geared. And then finally we'll do Hunter. Omega will come last. Simply put, Omega is not my priority because even though she is good in the Bad Batch team, she isn't the one who I feel I need straight away. So yeah, we'll get those 3 done first, and then I'll loop back to Omega at the end. The reason we're doing all these, though, we have got a farm in mind, and you may be able to tell from my favourites here, we are going loosely for Lord Vader. I'm saying loosely because, one, as I said before, I'm going for Thrawn right now as an immediate target, but also my Empire is pretty shoddy. Yeah, if I just show off my Empire a moment. Mara Jade is current farm. Iden's a current farm. I'm currently farming Shore Trooper as part of the Gauntlet. But yeah, besides that, my Empire is pretty shoddy. So I need to build them up. It's as simple as that. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to put Thrawn on my favourites just to actually mark the fact that I'm working on him. I like to have a favourite in sight so that I can actually see what I'm working towards. But yeah, I'm half tempted to put some levels into the Inquisitors as well, because this might be the one account I do it on, either that or Temmin. But yeah, I've got a load of stuff I could do, but what to do, I'm not sure. But one thing's for certain, I do need to build up my empire. There's a bit of me that's thinking, even though I'm going for Lord Vader, maybe I should go for C first. Just for the simple fact there's so much empire progress in that faction, or in that farm, that when I go to Lord Vader, I would have probably the harder bits done with Bad Batch, and then I can loop back to Lord Vader. So yeah, I'm going to have a play around with the idea. So say in 6 months' time it looks like I'm closer to C than Lord Vader, don't be surprised. But equally, for all I know, I might have packed in this account by then. I really don't like this account. There have been fun things on it. I knock it a lot, but there have been fun things. This Bad Batch has been my pride and joy of a lot of my recent farming. Hopefully JMK will take that over soon, spoiler alert. But there has been a lot of fun on this account, but I feel like it's a chore. And no one wants a chore in their life, do they? So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, you can see there's a lot of stuff that I could work on, a lot of things that I could apply gear to, but what will get the gear, I don't know. So we'll work it out soon enough, I guess. So that is JJ, not a lot to say here, unfortunately. So let's show off Crimson, and I did have a little spoiler alert there. JMK is unlocked. He's currently gear 12, and I was really hoping I could get him to Rallic before I made this video. Excuse the mods, they're not optimized. But yeah, I need 80 of these things. So unfortunately, I haven't got the crystals to do it yet. I'm hoping that if I can get 400 from Fleet Arena today, get 220-ish from Kyber 3, that's going to top me up a little bit, but I still don't think it'll be enough. I'm hoping it'll drop in a guild store somewhere so that I can buy them from there as well. But yeah, I'm very close to Rallic. The difficulty I'm having right now is that I'm also working on my GA forfeits, and Paplu did go to Rallic 6 this last week because I went 0-3 on Crimson. So yeah, the Ewoks have taken up a bit of my gear. So I suppose the next question is, what am I doing next on Crimson? Because if you look at the journey guide here, I'm still in the middle of the JMK farm. I've got to farm his ultimate. So what is next? What I'll be working on the next 6 months? So the immediate priority on this account will be getting my Galactic Republic faction stronger. So first of all, I need the JMK Squad Arena team, as it were. I need that to be in tip-top shape. I know the argument might be, but the Squad Arena's not important now. Let's go for Grand Arena. I completely agree. The point I'm making, though, is more that I want to make sure that that team, as if you're talking like the A team, that is ready. So I'm going to take General Skywalker up to Rallic 7. We're going to take Ahsoka up to Rallic 7. We're going to take Anakin for his ship up to Rallic 7 because I'm behind on the ships. Kat is lagging a bit because she needs Caratex, but she will be going to Rallic 7. So that is an immediate priority. Get that group up. Then we've got the clones. Shaq's already at Rallic 7 because of the JMK farm, so we're going to make sure that we get Fives, Rex, Ark, and Echo up to Rallic 7. And from there, as you can tell, a lot of my immediate priorities are done. So yeah, I've got a few things on the list still. I want to get Queel. I'm not even really focusing on Queel. Queel's really for the TIE Bomber. That's part of the Executor farm, which is going to be probably my next one. I say probably. I'm going to see where I am after the Galactic Republic tunes are finished. Simple reason being, if I show you my Executor farm, if I just go out of here a minute, we go to the journey guide. Here we go. My Executor farm isn't coming along great. So this screen is very misleading for those of you who've not been on it yet. The Rallics are all okay, there's nothing misleading there. It's the next bit where they say, oh yeah, for these ships, upgrade to 4 stars, upgrade to 4 stars, etc. They don't tell you need them at 7 stars to do the event, and I've actually seen someone quit the game over it, so be aware of that. When I just run through this list, the TIE Advanced is 7 star, the TIE Bomber is 6 star, so that's why Queel's on my favourites right now. Houndstooth is 7 star, so we're fine there. Slave 1's fine there. IG's fine. TIE Fighter's fine. Razor Crest is only 5 star. So there's 2 ships really there, but I need to get them both to 7 star. And Razor Crest is a pain. The fleet still drops, for me at least, they're like once every couple, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky. So I'm going to start spending crystals on it, 600 crystals whenever I see it, and that is not a good way to play the game. Honestly, if CG happen to come across this video, I really implore you, lower the drop rates in Fleet Store, because paying 600 crystals for shards at this point is not fair. I mean, people have been doing that since Razor Crest came into the store, or the Conquest store, you know, just to make sure they got it. So actually just having that as a viable farming method, it isn't right. So that'd be my message to them if ever this got there, but yeah, that's where my thoughts are right now. We'll get the TIE Bomber up, and then I'll see how my Razor Crest is coming along, because these tunes can be worked on. There's no problem on them working on them. Vader at Relic 7's great. My Piet's at Relic 5 already, so it's only a couple of Relic levels. Boba would be a chore, I'll be honest, he's Gear 8 right now. I've got no problems taking him to Relic 8, because one, he's great at Relic 8 on Temmin, and besides that, I think he's a tune that's quite easy to farm, or at least from my experience he is. Dengar was a bit of a nuisance. He needs Carbontes up the wazoo, so I don't particularly want to do Dengar again, but he is a good character, so I don't mind it. IG-88, he's Gear 11 here, so it's not the biggest jump for him. And Bosca's Gear 12, so it's not a big jump there. TIE Fighter's Gear 12 as well, so it wouldn't be the worst farm. Boba and Dengar would be the worst bits at Gear 8 and Gear 7, I think. So, yeah. I'm in two minds. We're going to leave it there on that one, because a bit of me is thinking I could start making some headway on JKL as well. I'm aware that Kyber is now requiring 3 fleets, so that's why Executor is still number 1 in my mind. But I'm also looking here and thinking, I've got 1 pro at 7-star now. I would want to work on my CLS team. Then Captain Owen's lagging a bit, but we could work on his shards pretty quickly in Cantina. Fleet, Wedge would need gear, but he's doing fine. Again, I wouldn't be against working on CLS or Hoda. Rolo, Lando, okay, maybe not the easiest farms or the best farms. And then, yeah, there's nothing here that it instinctively makes me go, ooh, don't go for that. But equally, I'm thinking Executor is kind of more important. So, add into the fact as well that I did say to myself originally that, assuming nothing came out that took my fancy, I'd go for Executor and then go for a Galactic Legend. Going for JKL would lead me towards JML. And JML isn't particularly a Galactic Legend I want to go for again, at least not here. I wouldn't be against him, but the other two on that bottom row strike me as more appealing right now. Civ Eternal Emperor, I've got a lot of requirements here already. I'm 6 out of 16, so Palps, Piet, TIE Bomber, Veers and Stark. I've got Anakin at Relic, I've got Thrawn at Relic. I think he only needs 1 Relic. Tarkin's at 11, he's not hard to get to 12 and 13. Marauder is pretty low, but I want to work on him. Marauder's something I want to build for a long time. Dooku, I want to build him up. Maul, I want to build him up. Sidious, he's probably the one I don't want to do anything with. Krennic, I think, could be a bit of fun with the Omicron, so I'll be interested in building him up. Royal Guard, he's got a rework, so he's been great. So there's so much there that you look at and you think, okay, I'd like to do that. And even Rey. Rey gets a lot of stick, but I look at her requirements and I think, okay, she only gives you 2 teams essentially. You get the Finn lead team and the Rey Jedi training team, aside from Rey, the Galactic Legend team. And it's this that strikes me though, Radis. I'm thinking, we don't need fleets, so why not go for Rey to get the Radis? And it is appealing, but essentially, Executor is more important. So I'm stuck in two minds, sadly. I'm curious what you guys would do. If you're in my shoes, what would you do? Because JMK is nearly done. And we've said already a few things that I would do as far as Executor. What should follow? I mean, my gut is saying go for one of these two. But if I went for JKL to build my Rebels up, JML wouldn't be far off. So, again, I'm curious what anyone else thinks. If anything, I could always build my Rebels up and then come to one of these. But, like I say, I'm looking for opinions here. I think my next one will essentially be based on how the next Galactic Legend announcement goes as well, because I'm assuming it's going to be imminent. I can't imagine it's going to be anything I really feel the need to chase after, because unless there's some random faction that gets a buff that I've already built up, I don't see Crimson immediately needing something. I mean, say the next one is Rebel Leia, or if it's Jabba the Hutt or something. I don't see Crimson Ear have any tunes that will benefit towards that. So I may as well go for things that already exist and then just hope current tunes will counter it. So, yeah. I am kind of stuck here. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, just to finish off what I was kind of showing you on my favourites, this is the only thing I want to add. While Queel won't be worked on, I would like build up my nest. I think it's important for GAA have the nest just to at least offer a counter option to some teams. Same with Wampa, I'd like to add some gear to him. That's why JKL again is kind of leering at me a little bit. I want armourer built up just so that if ever I need a thick armourer for a slacker counter, I've got it. And then Grief's just there for the Y-Wing, so maybe I'll come back round to Grief at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully we can get JMK to Rallic in the next week or so. I really want to Rallic Kenobi fast. So, let's move to... Why is that clicking there? Let's show you Temmin. So yeah, Temmin, our last farm here was Executor. We've got a nice shiny Executor to show off, so let's just do that very quickly. Show it in the journey guide. Yeah, we got 7 stars, so I'm pleased. We got it done. It's all over. It's finished. No, I didn't want to show off Chimera. My Chimera is not good. But yeah, we got the Executor done. It wasn't an easy farm, but it took a lot of time getting the crystals. That was the chore of it all. I didn't actually mind the farm itself. It was just having to hoard crystals. Again, CG, just don't do an event like that again. It wasn't fun. I'm sure you will. I'm sure that if I am right, the Ravager is the next ship. I'm sure you'll be doing it again, but I implore you to please change your minds. At least give us a different way of getting the shards, because that is just not fun. I know fun might not be a priority, CG. I honestly don't know. It's where I'd love a conversation with you, but honestly, I just didn't enjoy it. I don't enjoy the fleet as well, so that probably adds into the frustration that I don't like it such an RNG dependent fleet. So yeah, a few gripes there. Anyway, just getting on to more interesting or light-hearted tone, shall we call it. These are my favourites right now, and it's quite a thick faction of favourites, so I'm going to try and explain as much of it as I can. And a lot of this comes from a video I did maybe a month or so back now, where I was talking about 20 tunes that I wanted to work on my main account, and they're all here. Or at least they're all here if they haven't been discarded already. So one of my current priorities is Jolie. I'm trying to get him to Rallic 7, he's currently Rallic 6. And he only needs Rallic mats, or maybe 10 of them, but that isn't the biggest hardship, so I'm quite happy at how he's looking. We want to get the health pool up, we want to give him more crit avoidance, so I'm more than happy to take him higher up. I think Jolie at Rallic 7 is very nice for JKR teams. Similarly, Padme, I want to take her up, I want to get her to at least Rallic 5 so she can take part in CPIT. General Grievous, he's going all the way to Rallic 7. Unfortunately, right now his mods really do suck on here. I have not been able to roll him yet. So we'll try and get some 6E mods for him, just so that his health pool is closer to 150k. After that, we've got some interesting choices. I said in that video I wanted to work on Shakti and Art Trooper as one of my immediate priorities. So they are going on this list. I'm trying to farm Shak's gear. She unfortunately needs some fairly nasty stuff. Yeah, hopefully that can be done today. I'm right in thinking I've got the 40 there. Oh, we need 3 more there, so and then the finisher. The finisher isn't looking too bad. We've got half the Kairos. Hopefully we can get her to Rallic soon, because if she's Rallic, then we've got she's pretty much there for what we need for the cam mission. So again, there's something good around that. Plus I want a bit thicker for Jedi teams as well. I feel like if I've got a good Jedi option like Shaq, I've got more options than GA, so she's definitely jumped up my list for that. Papa Palps. I'd like to get Papa Palps up just because it's a double GL requirement, so it's important to get him to Rallics at least, so that when I go for a GL, it's not that big a jump. Malik, I got to gear 12 yesterday. I did actually spend some crystals to get in there because my get was low. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. His mods do need work, so again, don't pay too much note, but he's over 100k protection, so he's looking a bit stronger. He'll probably be the next one after Arc Trooper I work on with gear 12, maybe even before Arc Trooper because it's all gear 12. So yeah, I'll probably go from Shaq to Malik and then Assuming Arc Trooper at gear 8 doesn't have a miraculous climb, I'll then go to Papa Palps. Then these four, no surprises that they're all part of Rebel Fighters. Yeah, the first two especially I'm going to try and put a few relics into. Cara, I'd like to get to relic 7 just for the fact I want it to be tanky. Let me just double check a mastery, but I believe she is worth it. Let me back out of there because I forgot the old screen was better. Yeah, she gains armor, health, steel, and protection, so all that would be very nice. I want to try and get her both fast and tanky, so currently she's got 292 speed. I'm hoping I can find better mods than those three, but in the meantime, maybe they can get close to 300. But yeah, in GA, she's been doing quite good as far as she's usually the first one to take a turn, which means she can pop a taunt, she can remove turn meter. So yeah, she's been quite useful. Powered Light get up just to get more damage in the side, so he's got a load of crit damage right now. So more relics, more crit damage. And then the other two, as much for Cassian's U-Wing, I think they'd be nice for a GG counter if ever I need it. So I like them. I think they'll be a good option. Thrawn, again, is a GL requirement. Plus Thrawn at Relic is a no-brainer, so why not? GBA's finally got to gear 11. We'll try and take him to gear 12 and Relic soon. And that's pretty much the story for most of these. I've added a few on that I weren't on that top 20 list. Anakin for Negotiator, Daka for the Night Sister team, both to Relic. Fulcrum I want to take to Relic because I'm using that with that bar on me right now. Vandal for my Dash team, Ahsoka for the Negotiator fleet, Commander I've unlocked here. She's less of a priority than she is on my other account, but still I'd like to get her up to Relic. Scout, I'd be okay at leaving at Relic 1, but I will try and push him up a little bit. Aura, I showed in a video that should have come out recently that, yeah, if I'd have done a cleaner bounty hunter counter, if she'd have been a bit thicker, I think I would have won it, but because she was squishier, I took a safer route that lost. Safer. Traya, she needs gear desperately, she's looking really squishy, so is Boba Fett, Scion, and Django. Sith Empire Trooper, I've got a Darth Revan team, so I need a 5th in that team. Empire Trooper is the option for me. Fennec, yeah, Fennec and Boba, they're a nice pair, so I want to build them up together. Queel I need for both Dapper Boba and for Beskar Mando, just to make the team work, same with IG down there. Kyle, add him to the list of Rebel Fighters up there. I'm kind of repeating myself from the previous video, but the ones I've added as well, we've got L3 here for the Dash team. I want to make sure L3 is nice and thick. Second Sister, I've got the Second Sister ship, the Interceptor. I believe it's down here somewhere. There we go. I'll add that to my favourites. But yeah, I've put that in my GA team recently. I don't believe it held anyone up, but I think, you know what, I will just give her and give the ship some love, just in the sense that it's a conquest ship. And if Razor Crest is anything to go by, conquest ships usually imply something is coming. So unlike Razor Crest, I don't be too far behind. But yeah, after that, it's pretty simple. Marauder's there, just for the fact that Marauder is someone I've wanted to work on a lot of accounts, so it makes sense. But what you may not have noticed, I'm going for Starkiller. That will be the next Journey Guide tune I go for. Kyle's 6-star. Hopefully I can get him to 7 next couple of days. Mara's 4-star, but she's very slow. Very, very slow. I'm hoping by the time Dash is 7-star, she is closing in on it, but I'm not hopeful. That's how slow she is. Granted, I only do one energy on her a day, essentially, you know, my 520s. But, yeah. If I need to, I could maybe double up on her, do a refresh, but for now, I'm quite happy doing that. She's doing okay at 4-star. She will be 5 soon, so I'm not in a mad hurry to get her done. And Talon, she'll be last just for the fact right now I haven't got a team for her, but still, Talon's a fun tune. I've got no objection to maybe slapping some levels onto her at some point just so she can go with Darth Revan. So yeah, that would be the priority moving forward, but I wouldn't anticipate it being done imminently. It could be done by the 6-month mark because, like I say, Kyle and Dash are going to be on my immediate Cantina farms. And supposing Mara Jade's not done by the time Talon shards are farmed, then you never know, I might just start gearing them up by then, because it depends how long it'll take to gear them. So yeah, there is a plan here. It's not a fantabulous plan, if you like. I mean, I've got Maul on my sights as well. But there is a plan, and it's essentially I want to strengthen my roster. I don't want to just go for another legendary. I want to actually build up or strengthen my existing teams. And the one that sort of exemplifies this is Daka. Daka does great for me at this gear level, but I want it thicker. I wanted to be able to take out General Grievuses and those types of teams. So we're looking at 33k health. That is pitiful. So I want to get her up to 120k health, and I don't think the mods are optimal here. Health, tenacity, health. I need to get better mods for her, simple as. So we're going to work on it. I'm going to try and do a load of remodding in the off-season between GAs. And hopefully something like that will help. But saying that, Relics are the only thing that win in the end. If I get Relics on her, it's easier. So we have got a plan. It's just not a great plan right now. It feels like, I mean, we've got, what, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39 tunes to work on, including Mull, so 40 overall. So it's not going to be short. In fact, if we consider that it might take 2 weeks to do a tune, yeah, it's going to be a long way to go here. But the one thing I will add just before I finish this video, and just by finishing Temmin, Echo, for instance, I'm not really planning on adding gear to him yet. He's just to get to 7-star so he is ready. Yeah, so there's a few like that who I'm not really focusing too heavily on. It's just to maybe get them in line. But yeah, the likes of Embo, they could be paused. You know, if Starkiller was closer, I'd be going for them over Embo. So there's things like that that'll take into account as well. So nothing's fixed. It's not like this is an order. It's just a list of things to do. So yeah, that's really it, because I haven't got much more to add. Long story short, Temmin will be going for Starkiller. Crimson's next focus will most likely be Executor, unless they announce Ravager in the next week or so. And yeah, JJ's long-term goal is Lord Vader, but maybe there'll be a detour to Sith Eternal Emperor before that. So yeah, quite a few farms going on. How I don't go insane, I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, folks, because how I view it, these accounts have all got different things going on. They've all got different strengths, different weaknesses, and when I'm doing GA, that is one hell of a thing to try and keep track of. So tell me what you think. What do you think I'm making a mistake on any of my accounts? I think that'd be the big thing I'd be asking you, for the fact that I'm looking at things from my own perspective about the things I want to go after. But if there's a case of you saying, hang on, this might be a bad idea and here's why, I'm always open to listening. What I want to do as well in the near future, I want to do a video following up on my JMK video I made over a year ago now, where I discussed the actual requirements for JMK and how the farming would go. I think that'd be an interesting video as far as just explaining how I feel the JMK farm went and what I would say I advised wrong over. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know down below as well. But yeah, other than that, I think we're done here. So yeah, I'm going to try and do a few more videos this week just to try and get a nice little catalogue built up for when GA starts and I'm a bit busy and I can't record videos as freely. But yeah, until then, folks, hope you've enjoyed this one and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.